I do not have good Wi-Fi, and we have started recording. So yeah, if you are all ready, congratulations. Let us begin, shall we?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
So last we left off after the horror of this monstrosity has been defeated and mysteriously transporting yourself uh, in the nearby forest of the village of Moonwood within the Silgulf Empire. You manage to find yourself in an oddly naturalistic and beautiful scenery that is of the tree. And
Hmm.
you have all managed to take a short rest, a long rest. Unfortunately, a long rest. If you haven't taken that already, you have finished a long rest. So mark it off. Mark it off. You should have finished a long rest. Congratulations.
Wait a
And
sec. Long rest.
you haven't.
Okay.
I thought I said it last time. But anyways.
Okay.
All right, and I believe that is where we have left off. So the three of you who still haven't had a name, now congratulations. You have reached to this beautiful village of Moonwood. When you
Hmm.
step first out of the forest, first thing you notice is that though this village itself is simple, it's also thriving. You can see docks, you can see smithies, you can see general stores, you can see altars, you can see churches. People passing by, they seem to be in a good mood. They all genuinely like each other and the lifestyle they're enjoying. And, most importantly, they are filled with hospitality. And,
Hospitality.
yes, hospitality. General friendliness, yeah, hospitality. And you have managed to find yourself in the comfortable and luxurious, really, rooms of the tree. When you first enter the door, that is your chamber, your living quarter for the night, you have realized out of all these oddities, you have seen quite a few similar in the previously rested inn, which, if you remember, would be the Fungal Grotto.
Hmm.
Everything is made out of wood. Unlike the grotto, it seems that these wooden structures, they are more intricately carved, with beautiful carvings and runes running across the line, with elegant design on the drawers, the beds. On the balcony, the fences are intertwined to vines with beautifully, naturally formed runes across the space. And after you've wakened from your long slumber, you breathe in the fresh air of the morning, and you find that the day is yours. What would you like to do?
Hmm. I don't know.
We'll have a breakfast first.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. Hmm. So, where do we have a breakfast? Have our
So
breakfast?
you want to have breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So for breakfast, Carlos.
Hmm.
Actually, you don't have to make any. You don't have to make any checks, by the way. So as you've been told last time, when
Hmm.
you are ordering for a lovely rest, um, you have been told that the dining area would be uh, in the first floor, which is directly above the staged area. And you can see now you are currently at the fourth floor. All right, so currently they're at the
Hmm.
fourth floor. You are at the fourth floor, and when you step down from the floor, you need to go through quite an intricate stairway, and you can see there are rooms left and right, and beautiful flowers, all those just surrounding you as you move along. And as you move along, especially Eisen, you would notice that these flowers, whenever there are people moving along, um, whenever there are people moving along, you can sense the flowers actually always facing you, as if it's following you, in a good way, not in a bad way. And as you move down, you come into this area. You can come into the first floor, and you can see there is a intricate balcony. So you can overlook from where you are standing now. When you go down the stairs, and immediately you can see there are tables to your right, there are tables to your left, and you can see there are already quite a few people sitting there as customers, uh, um, just enjoying their breakfast. You can see they have all kinds of elven dish, some dwarven dish, and of course they have normal human food, if that is to your liking. You can also see beyond, around 20 feet out. So around 20 feet out, you can see that you can actually look down onto the ground floor right at the stage, where currently there are no one present performing. However, there are still it's quite a number, about 7, 8 potted plants stationed on the stage, just slowly, ever so slightly wiggling, ever so slightly moving along. With
Mm-hmm.
You can hear bit of music, just faintly, ever so faintly, uh, giving you this sense that there is music in the air. You can't quite pinpoint where exactly the music is coming from, but it is present and it is pleasant at the same time. So, as you are ready to get your seat, one of those flowery persona that you have seen yesterday treating you, um, you can see is currently approaching you, and with a little smile, which you assume, she said, "Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Morning, three gentlemen. How may I be of service?"
We would like to have breakfast.
But of course,
Yeah.
do you have your room key with you?
Do I?
What?
Do you have your room key with you?
Do I?
Do I? I have maybe. Let me find it.
Well, you can't really leave the
Hmm.
room locked without the key, so.
Yeah. Okay, I have.
So yes, so you presented the room key, which, if you remember, is actually more like a modern key card than anything else. Um, yeah, and you presented it. She picks it up with her viney fingers, and she checks it, hands it back to you. "Thank you very much for your patience. Please follow me. I believe your room has been paid for breakfast."
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And
Okay.
she leads you towards this table, which is right around the fence. So there is the fence that overlooks the stage. Your table is actually right around the fence, where you can have a very good view of everything that's happening down below: the bar area, the seating area, the stage. You can see everything. Very good view. And
Mm.
she sits you down, asks for your preference, and then she leaves. Later on, she brings you food. Delicious, delicate food. Elven in nature, there's some bit of meat which belongs to the dwarven descent. It's a very delicate meatball with a bit of grindiness of strong herbs, and cooked, actually brizzled in ale, so that it has a strong alcohol taste without any actual alcohol, with charred greens on the side. And you also have this, what seems to be almost like what you imagine pancake would be in Dungeons and Dragons. So, however, instead of the fluffy kind of pancakes, it's more robust. It's more a little bit harder. However, it's also sweeter in taste, and also the
Mm-hmm.
texture is even though it is harder, it's surprisingly silky smooth once you swallow it. And you can see instead of plain pancakes where you need to give a little syrup on top, the syrups it's instead embedded inside the actual pancake itself. So it's more like a bun with a sweet engraves than an actual pancake.
Hmm.
And you happily enjoy your meal, finish it up, and what else do you like to do?
Oh, I remember. We got stuff from the cave, right?
All right.
Uh, oh, I saw Smith right down there beside the tree.
Well,
So
maybe
do
you
we want?
can ask him to help us make something.
Yeah, do you guys want to make something with the
Oh,
loops?
I'm fine. Well, I can go with you.
Okay. Wait, do you want to make something?
mm, maybe.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. So we go on to find Smith.
All right, so you go into the smithies.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm,
All right, so Smithy is actually he's not that far away. So you go down to the smithies and you come back. You remember seeing it just across the bridge. It's right on the left side of the bridge when you're walking across it. And so you recollect this information and then you move on to the smithies. You can see still hammering away. This is around 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and hammering away next to a furnace and anvil is this very tough-looking dwarf, and actually make a history check. Anyone, just one.
Me.
Yes, anyone.
Okay. So here I go.
History
Ah,
check.
net one. What I'm doing?
Seriously,
What the fuck?
a net
Net
one.
one plus 6 is 57.
All right, 7.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
nothing.
you don't have that much interaction with dwarves and the kind of the liking. However, you can tell just by the few encounters you remember back home. This dwarf is actually short in dwarven standard. So he's actually shorter than most dwarves, and at the same time he's much beefier. You can see the muscle bulging from his sleeveless shirt to the tunic he's wearing. You can see the muscle just bulging on his arm. You can see that the tunic is actually trying to burst out every time he slam his hammer down onto the anvil. Just ting, ting, and you can tell from the little experience you have with a blacksmith that this the power and the force that this smith is issuing down onto the anvil and his blade or whatever tool he's making, it's much more powerful than normal. It's way, way too powerful.
I can tell he's a expert of, of
Can you
smithing.
can you tell he's this expert?
I guess.
Um.
Hmm.
I would say make a perception check.
Perception.
Cool.
Hold on. Come on. Ah, 2 plus 2, 4.
Yay! Better than the last time.
No, it's not. It's only plus 2.
So total of
4.
Oh.
um. I mean, he looks professional to you,
Yeah.
from what little you know from a smith.
Yeah.
And right about this time, he notices the three of you start approaching.
Mhm.
He takes a nod. He nods at you, and then he keeps hammering away.
Interesting.
What is so interesting here?
Nothing. Hello there.
Ting, 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 ting.
Okay, maybe
Oh.
you need to rise up of your voice.
Uh, hello there.
Ting. He looks up at you. Ting. Ting. He
Uh,
nods, and then he just stares at you. Ting. Ting. Ting.
should we get closer?
It's okay. I mean, he noticed you. You can just be flexible.
Okay.
At this time, he finished up. He started braising, so dipping the tool into the oil. Just puff of black smoke.
Ooh.
And then he takes it out. He raises it up against the sun, and then he lowers it, inspect, gives a nice little nod, and then puts it onto what looks to be already a pile of finished product that he has done either this morning or very late yesterday night. And so after he's done, he wipes away some of his sweats, looks at you, gives you a nod, and then fumbles a little bit inside his apron and pulls out a little device.
Nice.
And then he attached that device onto what looks to be a necklace around his neck. He just attaches to place. And suddenly, in your mind, you can sense someone speaking, all three of you.
Wow.
My apologies. I was doing my work. I was unable to answer you. It was quite an important piece of equipment that I must finish on time. So, gentlemen, how may I be of service? It's a little bit robotic. It's more a very animatronic-like. It's very flat. It doesn't really have much emotion in it. But you can tell, especially Eisen and the Bard, White, you can tell from your past experience, this is some kind of telepathy.
Exactly.
Oh,
What's the
this-
Chinese?
something
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
So does this thing maybe insist of anything arcana?
What?
I mean,
What thing?
Arcana.
these skills, this necklace.
Necklace? Do you want to check what it is?
Can I just check it where I'm standing?
Yeah, make a Arcana check.
Okay. Come on, something good. Oh. It's total of 24.
24.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to get hands on to it. However, from the glimpse look, it looks to be some kind of device enchanted with a permanent enchantment that allows the wearer to use telepathy.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry for bothering you. But we have some how do you call it? We have some loots that we wish that maybe it could make a weapon and armor or something. And I take all my loots from the cave, even the crystal.
Even if
So
Yeah,
everything.
everything.
So
Yeah, everything.
give me a general view of what you give the smiths to inspect.
Let me see. Description, notes, extra. Where's my inventory? Oh yeah. The heart of the white dragon. The hide. One heart, two hide, four
Oh, you
tooth,
want to make
and
you want to pull all the hides as well?
yeah.
Holy fuck. One moment.
Alright.
I mean, yes.
uh,
It's quite a lot. Let me put it this way. It's quite a lot of things. And that means I need to keep tap with every single thing.
And the big crystal that I got, I get in the cave.
The crystal.
Yeah, the big one. I think it's the big one,
It is the big one.
So,
but not the biggest
um,
one.
oh, not the
Yeah.
biggest one, just the
Not the
big one. Let's see.
the second big. Second
Do you
big.
have did you written down anything around of the crystal, like how big the size is? Let's see.
I didn't
Grotto.
written about the crystal, but
Grotto. So
Yeah, I forgot. How big is it?
Oh, no, it's not this,
Well,
one moment.
with my memories, I think I remember that it's kind of a half height of person.
Center,
Yeah, a half height of
Person.
me, like is at my
Maybe
belly.
one arm.
Not that small. I think like
More.
maybe a leg
That's similar.
of a man.
Whatever.
the
Yeah,
Lego.
maybe a leg of man. That big.
Not whatever. Not whatever.
Because I'm not having that big one.
Yeah, someone has the big one. You someone
Yeah,
one of
I
Carlos.
have the big one.
Okay,
Carlos
so
has
you
the
don't want to give him the big one, correct?
I give him the big one.
So you give him the big one.
Yeah,
yeah.
like
All
I'll
right.
ask him what can we make
So
of this
uh,
with these.
big crystal, and then all the craftable
Yeah,
material from the dragons. Okay, what else?
and maybe that's it.
The what?
Yeah, that's it.
The big crystal and the material from the dragons.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, that's a very good point. How the hell do you carry all this shit on you?
I don't know what it does. I still can carry stuff. I think.
Well, I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles. But okay, so yeah, you managed to carry all that stuff all this way without ever intertwining. But okay, and yeah, what else do you want to accomplish? Another way, because you know what, Carlos, roll a d20 for me, just d20. That's it,
D20,
just a
please
d20.
be good. Roll.
4?
Roll. Wait. 18.
18.
Yeah,
Okay, just
18.
D20 18. And yeah, I would say because the freezing temperature and the instant teleportation that you managed to transport yourself here, the skin and all the materials still keep in this frozen state. Because if you remember, when you cut it out, it immediately froze due to whatever magic that's left within the dragon. And yeah, when you pull it out, you can see this smith. His eye grows wider and wider and wider. And when you pull the crystal out, you can see his jaw drop. He just stares at you.
What? I just
He
got it
shakes.
from the cave.
He suddenly shakes his head, and you can hear just in your mind. Eisen and White cannot hear this through telepathy. You need to. You know, why would you? Why would you put it out there? You need to move it away. Put it away.
Why?
Put it away.
What's the problem?
Put it away.
Oh,
Cover it.
I'll cover it. I put it in my bag again.
Why?
You have no
Yes,
idea what it is, do you?
Pieces from a dragon.
No. The big crystal. He told you to
Oh,
put the big
oh,
crystal
okay,
away.
okay.
Just the
Okay.
crystal. Just the
Just
crystal.
the crystal.
The material
Um,
from a dragon, it's on the ground. He doesn't really care at this point.
Okay.
You pull the big
Okay.
crystal. You pull the big crystal out, right? And you remember how big it is?
Yeah. As long as a leg, a
As
man's
long
leg.
as long as a leg. Okay. Is
Yeah.
that how I describe it?
I
Kinda.
forgot, but I remember it's like a half.
If I remember correctly, the big crystal, whoever pulled it out, it was around the size. It's uneven, but it's around the size of a basketball.
No.
No, that's not.
It's not?
Yeah.
That's
As I remember, we got that when we are in the real life
In the
campaign.
cave. In the
Yeah,
cave.
the cave. Well, we pick up a fill. I got a small one, and White
Yeah.
got a small but bigger, and the Carlos got a quite big one,
Yeah, the second biggest.
and you describe it like you wipe out your hands, and it should be kind of uh,
Because if I remember,
less than a meter.
less than a meter.
Yeah.
Less than a meter. That's yeah, that's about the size of a basketball. I would say it's a little bit
Basketball?
uneven.
No. That's not.
Basketball?
Well, no, that's not basketball.
Okay, I
That,
need to check my
bas-
notes. Do I have it
basketball
in
is
my
like
notes?
Yeah, we got three. One got the basketball one.
Because there's a basketball one. The second biggest is the basketball one.
Yeah. No, the second biggest is not the basketball. The basketball one, not the
Shit, why do I not
basketball.
have this written down? What the hell?
I don't know.
Seven,
So we got
the-
three in total. Isaac got the smallest one, like a rock.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
White got a basketball one. Mine is like really big.
Courtesy.
The second
Let's
biggest.
see. Can you wait? Let's see. Perception to Twix. Discuss. Smell. Turn. Turn. No. My notes are everywhere. Fuck.
Everywhere.
Arcade.
It's normal.
So no. Kaizu. This is your background story. Fuck. Where did I put it? God damn it. I probably don't have it. White knight. Hot this turn. So 10. That's 8. Why do I not have it? It should be somewhere around 5th or 6th. Actually, if you don't mind, I will pause a little bit. Because I need to clarify this. I need to know
Okay.
exactly how it is. So I'll be right
Mhm.
back for the recording. One moment. All right, so it should be recording again. Anyway, so I would say for the narrative purpose of the story, I would say it's around the size of a basketball. Okay, a little bit smaller than a basketball, can barely block your face, is jagged all around side. I would correct this if I found that I am incorrect after reviewing my audio log. Anyway, so
Mhm.
um, the smith just tells you to put it away, and he looks around. Make a perception check, anyone.
Perception check. Me?
Anyone.
Uh,
Anyone or you three.
uh, who? Me? Oh, 11 total.
Yeah, you also look around. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything.
What does it matter?
Why does it
Whoa,
matter?
what's
mean-
the matter?
What? Something happened?
Not something
Uh,
happened. It seems that you really have no idea what you have in hand.
Uh,
Please follow me
so-
inside. And he walks in
Okay.
to his smith. Deeper in. Do you follow?
Yeah. Follow.
Yeah, of
Alright.
course we follow.
All right. So you follow in.
Yeah.
Okay. You follow in, and you can see it's hot in here. The furnace is red hot. The anvil it's just been used. You can see there are marks left on the anvil everywhere from the repeated beating it takes for forging. And this smith walks you inside his little office. It's a relatively small office. You can see there are all kinds of trinkets everywhere. You can see ingots of different kind of materials, and you can see all kinds of tools for smithing, as well as welding and melting, mending, all kinds of this thing, all kinds of tools, and he signals you to close the door behind you.
Close.
Yeah.
That. Yeah, close. Hello?
Yes.
Fuck. Okay, I closed the door.
Okay. Good. So you close the door.
Yep.
Allow me to introduce myself first. My name is Sibiad Copperhand.
Hmm?
Sibiad Copperhand. S-I-B-A-E-D. Sibiad.
What?
His name, Sibiad Copperhand.
Copperhead.
Yeah, the copperhead.
Sibied,
Okay.
Sibaed, Sibied.
The beard.
Okay.
So we call it the beard.
You can call me Sibied, you can call me Copperhand. It is up to you.
Okay.
Do you have any idea what this is?
No, we found it from a cave.
All right.
Yeah.
Actually, all of you make a Arcana check.
Arcana.
Ka Arcana.
Net one
14.
again.
Net one,
Yay.
14 white,
Uh,
13.
13.
Yeah, none of you recall what it is. Not really. I would say Carlos, you roll high, but still, you don't have background in Arcana, so you really have no idea what it is.
Okay. So what's this?
Do you see that? And he points up. And you look up. There's this light on top of you. There's a small floating light.
Mhm.
And it's giving off a really, it's giving off dim light. But Sibied snaps his fingers and it turns into bright light, so torchlight.
Oh.
So, and then
What is
he
that?
snaps again, and the lights go off. You can, I believe, two of you have dark vision, right? Aizen,
I
do you have
don't.
dark vision?
I don't.
You don't. Okay, White has dark
No.
vision, I believe.
Yes.
All right. So, White, you can still see him. You can still see him, and when you look up, you can see in the middle of that contraption, in the middle of that, what looks to be a source of light, there is this familiar, ever so faint glow. And he snaps again, and the room is back in dim light. And he says, especially looking at you, White, did you see that?
Uh, do we see the same thing?
Um,
Uh, I
White,
see
White,
nothing. I see.
you would be the only one to see because that was complete darkness. White would be the only one with dark vision
Okay.
who is able to see
What
what
do you
he's
mean to see what?
gesturing. Hmm?
I mean, I'm role playing.
What do you mean opening?
I'm role playing.
You're role playing?
Yeah. What do
What?
you mean? You see the same thing?
Well, apparently you don't.
Mm,
Well, apparently you don't, because he's gesturing towards the half elven, the only half elven in this room. So he and White would be the only one who see this with dark vision on, and that is exactly what you just pulled out from your bag. That is Arlocard. That is an Alcard crystal, the biggest I have ever seen in my entire life.
I've seen bigger than this, but yeah,
You've
it's
seen
too hard to
more.
put it out.
He
Yeah, I've
at this
seen
point at
more.
this point he's very intense. He's looking at you, staring into your eyes, making staring into your soul. He is very intense. Actually, make an insight check, Carlos.
Inside. Okay. 18 plus 1, 19.
All right, so he knows what this is, and when he knows that you can find more or you have seen more, he's eager. He wanted to know where it is, but he's holding himself back. Do you know how
Hmm.
valuable Alcott crystal is? Everything you
No.
see that powers by Alcott crystal, everything from the furnace, this light, to the automated carts out there, those are all powered by Alcott crystal.
Oh, so what? Oh, I see.
So
So
and
it's
then
like a and it.
he gives you a general history lesson. I'm gonna say it here so that you have understanding exactly what Alcott crystal is. This
Mhm.
metallic blue crystal is actually one of the few rare materials that only exist in this very plane of existence. So this is the only plane of existence that has this light, this crystal, and the most prominent use of this crystal is that it can transform. It can store any kind of energy, and then by a certain output, you will be
Mm-hmm.
able, by certain output, a certain method, it is possible to output that stored energy into any form of energy or power the mechanism allows it to. So basically, it is used as kind of a kind of transformer, and also a kind of power source. Um, in its inert state, there are two states of this crystal.
Mm-hmm.
First one is called an inert state. So this inner state, it doesn't have any power. It emits this slow pulsing blue glow in the middle of
Mm-hmm.
it, and each gram of this crystal costs 150 gold pieces.
Each what?
Each gram,
Each grab a
yes,
hundred and fifty
150
gold
gold in
pieces.
its inert state, and by infusing it with magic energy from a wizard using a spell slot, the price could go up as high as 2,400 gold pieces
Hmm?
per gram when it's infused with a ninth level spell slot.
We need
Nice.
a we need a wizard. We
So,
need a wizard.
so
Why
just
am
for
I here?
just for a comparison, the handful, the fist size alcod crystal that White pulls out. I remember it was like a
Mm-hmm.
fist size, a small baseball. Um, that was around, I would say, 150 gram. The basketball you pulled out, I would say it weighs nearly 2.5 kilos. So basically,
That is more lighter than I expected.
yeah,
That's more lighter than I expected.
it's supposed to be light. It's a power source. It's not exactly. But hey, what do you want? Um,
You're asking me?
so basically, what you have on your hand
Oh,
is around, I would say, yeah, almost a million gold pieces in its inert state
huh.
worth of Alcott crystal.
Hmm. So Carlos is not interested with money, so too interested with money. He let me roleplay. So does it do anything else?
Well, it was the power source. It can power many alchemical trinkets. It can be the power source of magic weapons, allowing what normally would be only usable by a magic user, item that is only usable by a magic user to be used by any mundane arcane casters.
Oh God.
And also, it could make already powerful items even stronger. It can also be
Hmm.
used in enchantment, all kinds of enchantment, given that it was infused with a high enough spell slot.
So can I like make a sword like enchanted that I can use as a fight? Uh, yeah.
Of yes, of course, but I do not suggest you use this crystal in such a way. A waste, as a matter of fact. You only need a
Hmm.
small amount to achieve what you ask for an enchantment. Remember, you only need a certain gram to infuse your weapon or your armor with powerful magic, and you have kilos of it.
Oh. Um. Interesting.
So at the meantime, he also checks out the dragon skin and all the dragon parts that you have presented him with, and he came up with quite a few. Um, he came up with quite a few ideas that you can use these for. So for the tooth, of course, they can be used for arrows, bolts, and dagger. The claw, you can make it into any kind of sword or one-handed weapon.
Mhm.
You can use it for one-handed weapon, or you can use it for two-handed weapons. The result would be, depending on how you roll, it would be from a normal +1, +2, or you can also, um, yeah, you can
Add other
also,
effects.
yeah, it can become artifact level. And wing flaps, you can use it for mantles, shoes, stud leather armor, that kind of stuff. Hide, you can make a specialized armor, a full set of armor. And with the heart, you can have a custom-made weapon, custom-made arcane focused, or whatever you would like. If you want to make something out of the heart, I would tell you tell me what you want to make, and then I would determine how difficult it is and how possible it is for the custom
Uh-huh.
item. Okay.
Mhm.
So not just to you, to everyone in the group. So to White and to Eisen, this is what the Smith explained to you. So unfortunately, I am unable to roleplay it using that voice. That was very stupid. So unfortunately, because it would be take a long time to explain in his role. So yeah, sorry for not
Oh.
roleplaying.
Hmm. You guys have any idea?
As I said, I was not hoping to make anything for myself coming here.
Are you sure?
Well,
Like
I will
we,
just.
we have this.
I have no idea how we can use that crystal right now because we have nothing
What do you use?
magical.
Well, um,
Like, like
you can.
that. Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Oh, Savior.
What?
What do you want to use? What do you
What?
want to do?
I mean, Savior. Do you know how? Can you identify?
What do you want to
What?
identify?
Uh, White. White. Your rapier. You got it from cave. It should be
Mm-hmm.
something gray.
Rapier.
Yeah, the rapier.
Ah. Mm,
Oh yeah, you can use that
It
to
even got
upgrade.
some.
To upgrade.
It even got some cuff on it, isn't it?
So
ah.
What?
just make sure that you tell me what you want when you have what you want in mind. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
So last time, isn't I if my memories are right, I feel like the rapier White got from the cave was not identified.
Mm-hmm. It was not
So
identified. No.
yeah, so may I ask Xavier to help us identify it?
Yeah, sure. Anything else?
Not yet.
All right.
I
Okay.
want to make a whole set of armor for from the hide.
You want to make a whole set armor?
Yeah.
All right. We can discuss that later on. What else?
Mm-hmm.
So
With
you
the
want to
heart,
identify rapier, um,
mm.
make a full set of armor. Anything else?
uh, get a long sword with the heart and with the crystal, a bit of the crystal that I got.
Okay. So you want to make a long sword, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. With the crystal.
Uh-huh.
And what else?
and the heart and the wing flaps.
And heart. Wait, so you
Uh,
want to use the crystal, the heart, and the
uh,
wing flaps to make a sword?
uh, yeah, but not all of the crystal because yeah, just
Okay, crystal
a
and
bit.
heart and wing flaps.
Uh-huh.
Interesting choice. What else do you want to make?
And upgrade a little with the swords, the short sword that
You want to.
Aizen gave me last time.
So the plus that
Plus
unfortunate.
one short sword.
So want to upgrade the +1 slot sword.
Yeah, with the crystal too,
Okay.
and upgrade the armor that will be made later with the hide with the
So you want to
crystal
make.
too.
You also want to make a full set of armor, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Full armor with the hide. Wow, you are using everything. You're not leaving for anyone.
It's okay.
Oh,
What about
I
white?
thought the hide is for the what things do I still have
You
now?
should be the one noting that down. You should have your own sets of note.
So one hide for me, for making armor, and wing flaps, and there's white ones under the hide for armor.
Hmm?
You want
Oh,
the hide to make armor, or
uh,
anything of stuff.
no, I just want to identify the rapier.
Okay.
All right.
Mm.
So, identify the rapier. I also want to remind you, you have a watch, a pocket watch.
Yeah.
You also have the pocket watch. Do you want to also do that?
Okay. Oh, I
There's a lot of stuff. You got a lot of
uh,
things.
Mhm.
mm, uh, mm,
Okay, so do you want to identify the pocket watch as well?
yes.
Okay, lovely. So that could all be done. Um, let's talk about the identifier first. The rapier. It's a rapier of warning. You can find that item in D&D Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a rapier of warning. So just type in warning in the magic item session. You can search it. So that's that. And as for the pocket watch, who has the pocket watch right now?
White.
All right,
Oh,
White, I think.
oh,
all right. So you have the pocket watch. I will add your friend, and I will give you the description of the pocket watch.
um,
Oh,
yes.
is it you? You are
Ah,
okay. That's you, right?
yes.
Okay, that interesting name. So this is the pocket watch that you've got. So go ahead, read it through. When you're done, come back to the group. And now, the identifying two items, each would cost you 5 gold pieces, so that's 10 gold pieces total. Uh, hello?
Hello? Yeah,
Yeah, so hear me? So that would be
yeah,
10
we
Ah,
gold
do.
10 gold pieces for identifying two items.
oh,
Yes.
ah, okay.
Okay, so Carlos, so you upgrade the +1 sword. That
Mm-hmm.
can be done. Do you want to use the material that you acquired, or do you just want to generally upgrade it?
Uh, the materials that are required.
So using the materials you have,
Huh?
are you using the materials you have? So the
Yeah.
dragon, so the whatever the dragons have. What do you want to use to upgrade the sword?
the how do you call it? The crystal,
Sword? You
not the
already
whole. Yeah,
you already have a long sword made out of crystal and the heart and the wing flaps.
yeah. Just
Second
it.
arm.
Oh, huh? What?
You see the second arm?
Yeah, I have second arm.
Would you use it like this as a second arm? Second
Yeah,
weapon.
I will. Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I will if I need to.
And that's why you're upgrading it?
Yeah. Why?
What? Why what?
Why?
What?
Why? What? Why are you asking?
Huh?
Just
Because
asking.
it's weird. Okay, I agree with him.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
very weird. Because you're already custom making a longsword, but now
Uh-huh.
you're also upgrading an already +1 sword.
It,
So I mean,
okay,
you
I
can you
guess.
can you can you can do it, but I'm just saying that it might be a waste of resources if you intend to do it.
Okay.
It's up to you. So
Okay. Just
you know what?
yeah, because
Let's leave it.
I
Let's leave it for a later date to decide. Now let's talk about the longsword. Um, roll a d20 for me. Just a general d20.
D20. Okay.
Yes.
10.
10. All right. So I would say the smith, though he is the best from
Mm-hmm.
Moonwood, the only reason he's the best because he's the only one in Moonwood.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
unfortunately, if you are using all the crystals and hardened wing flaps, the most he can make you is a +1 longsword.
Okay.
Okay.
So can I help him?
You can certainly try.
Okay, I will
You can
help him
certainly
because
try.
I have
Proficiency in Smith tool,
Smith
I know.
tools.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what do you want this longsword to do? What do you want it to be? What uh,
It
effect do you want it
be
to have?
like any other kinds of effects, not just
What
only
kind? What
adding
kind? What
like
kind do you want?
paralyzed.
Paralyze. Interesting. So, so you're making it with the crystal and the heart. So for the full
Yeah.
armor, you're not putting the heart in the full armor. You're putting it in the longsword, correct?
Yeah.
All right. I would say, mm, so crystal, heart, wing
Mm-hmm.
flaps,
Yep.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's see for that.
Let me help.
You want to help as well?
I mean, spellcast, guidance.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you.
As always, guidance the back.
Okay. Anything? Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. So, um, one moment. Let's see. Where is Carlos? There you are. There you have the Christmas tool. So, um, I would say roll. Let's see. So, let's see. So, okay, one moment because this requires a lot of calculation on the fly. All right. So, um, I would say roll a d20 plus your intelligence modifier plus your
Intelligence.
yes, your d20 plus intelligence
Uh,
modifier plus your proficiency modifier and plus, of course, your guidance.
24.
Uh,
All right, and I,
Proficiency.
as the smith, I will roll one d20 plus a d5, which is a d10 halved, and then I would also roll a d4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the total that you, the two of us combined, the total would be the success for your weapon.
Okay.
Okay. So roll for me.
So
Roll for me first. One d20.
D20 intelligence saving,
No, not intelligence saving, just intelligence
uh-huh,
modifier.
like the plus
The-
one plus two, that one.
No, 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 no. Yeah. The intelligence modifier for you, which is a
Uh,
0.
okay, so I
So
don't need to roll anything.
and then add. You don't have to roll anything. Just roll a d20.
And
Okay, roll
D4.
D20
So
and
and then
proficiency
add
bonus.
add your proficiency modifier, which is 3,
Uh-huh. Okay,
And
and
a
a
D4.
D4.
and then a guidance d4. Yes.
Yeah, roll. Give
So
me something good.
so
Fuck.
together
Huh.
4 plus 3 equals
3
7.
plus 3 plus 1.
Yeah.
3 plus 1 plus 3 equals 7. Okay. Wow. Oh my god. All right, you better hope for something good. Okay. So I'm now rolling a d20 plus a d5 plus a d4. Okay. So the d4 would be the
Please be
proficiency.
something good.
The d4 would be the proficiency modifier. The d5 would be the intelligence modifier, and the d20 is the d20. Oh shit. So that is 4 plus 3 plus 2, which is a 9.
9 plus 7
That's a
equals
16. So congratulations. After spending all those materials, the heart, the wing flaps, and some of the crystal, around 2 grams of the crystals, you manage to get a +1 longsword. So mark off the heart, mark off 1 wing flaps,
mm-hmm,
and then mark off 250 gold, which is your general fee.
250 gold.
Oh Jesus, it costs. It costs. I told you a long time ago.
Okay,
So yeah,
so let me
basically,
manage my
you
inventory.
use quite a lot of materials and 250 gold pieces to get a +1 longsword.
Wing flaps and yeah,
Yeah, and the heart. You
uh,
lose the heart as well.
yeah, heart. Okay,
Euro
and
Euro shit. Seriously, Euro shit. And anyway, this is a hard challenge. Anyways.
So the longsword have nothing with the paralyzing,
Yeah, nothing. Just a +1 longsword. That's it.
or
poor. Yeah, poor.
Yeah, and you lose the heart. You know what? Roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
Um, below 10, below 10 or below, you lose the heart. 11 or above, you keep the heart and use a portion of it.
16.
16. Congratulations. You still have, I would say, 3/4. You know what? I'll give you half a heart.
Okay, half a heart.
so I believe they
Do you want to try? Do you want to try upgrade the longsword? You can upgrade the longsword with the rest of your heart.
vicious rapier.
Does anyone wants the heart first?
It's
I
okay for
didn't.
me.
White.
No.
No.
Are,
So,
are you
Not
okay?
the white.
I
It's
mean,
not the
Hmm?
fishes. Not the fishes rapier.
it's a
The rapier
rapier
of
of warning.
warning. A rapier of warning.
Mm, let me check.
This one, rapier of warning.
So I believe they
Oh,
take quite a lot of time to make the longsword.
200
Um,
and how many gold?
250.
250.
250.
hmm?
Let's see. Also +1.
platinum is much more cheaper than I expected.
What do you mean?
It is platinum.
Platinum? Oh, it's
Platinum.
just 10 gold. One platinum is 10 gold.
Yeah, that's much more cheaper than I expected.
Well, I mean, it's still very precious. Remember, one gold piece could sustain a normal family for their entire month. So, yeah,
So we are rich
you are rich.
I
You're
can't
rich
find the
from a
AF.
item.
certain point of view.
Why?
Yeah, you are rich AF, that's all.
But we're still we almost can't afford the stuff that we make.
Well, I mean,
At
you
least
And
just
me.
roll really bad.
Yeah.
so Jade.
Hmm?
So what are you doing right now? I mean, how do you find the rapier of warning?
I can't find it.
So we just
Hmm?
click on manage inventory and the filter. You can type in rapier of warning.
I just can't find them.
It should be like this. Hold on. If you are using a computer, it should be like this. I don't know. And I'm not even typing in all the words. It just pop up
Hmm?
this thing. If you can find it.
So, how is it?
Ah, okay.
Nice. So
So,
I guess they took a few times to make this logo.
I would say because of their trying attempts, I would say around 3 to 4 hours.
That's the Lord.
Of
Hmm.
course, that's a lot. You're making a weapon.
Yeah. It. Oh, I was thinking like 2 hours. Whatever. So at the meantime, I went to the grocery
Do you
to
want to do some groceries?
yeah to fill up some rations.
Hmm. Yeah, sure. But let's give something first.
Okay.
I Carlos. Let's resolve Carlos for a bit. You know what, Carlos? I'll give you some moment to think exactly what you
Hmm.
want to do with all your materials. I you think about it. Let's move
Hmm.
on to Eisen. Eisen, what do you want to do?
I would like to buy 7 days of ration. I mean,
So rations.
yeah,
You want to
ration.
buy rations? Make a make a perception check.
Perception.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Total of 9.
Total of 9. It takes you about a good 10 minutes, but it takes you a good 10 minutes. Yeah. But yes, you managed to find a store that looks like a huge barn, and outside it has a sign saying General Supplies, and
Yeah.
you can see from outside there's a door and there's some uh, glass panel in front of the building, and you can see there are quite a few supplies. You can see farming equipment. You can see fertilizers, seeds, all sorts of farming tools that you will require for this town. You can see fishing tools. You can also see something that would be useful during an adventure. You can see there's bags packed with picks. You can see backpacks filled with rations and all kinds of climbing gears. Mm. I assume you step inside.
Yeah.
Make another perception check for me, please.
Okay. It's total of 10.
Total of 10. something is off. Something's very weird. You look outside. Before you step into it, it's a barn. It's normal. It's about 10 feet in the front, and then around, as far as you can tell, maybe 15, 20 feet long. From where the front door is to the very back where the building ends. But when you step inside, you look to your right, there's a lot more things that you can see from outside. It's at least 20 feet from one side, from the door to the end of the one side, and you look to your right, another 20 feet from this door to the end of the building. And when you look straight out, it feels like you're looking down like a really long aisle. I don't know if you have been to the mega stores. It feels like that. You look down an aisle and you cannot see the end. They're so long. There's so many more stuff than you can see from the outside. You can see the owner behind the counter. You can't quite tell exactly what it is, but it looks to be humanoid and male. And then you step out. It's normal again. It's a barn filled with all kinds of equipment. You step inside, and it changes back to this ginormous space.
Weird, huh?
Yeah, it's really weird. And then you look. You turn towards where the sound comes from. You realize you're standing in front of the counter. You don't know how you get here, but you're definitely in front of the counter. And what's in front of you is a belly. A big belly in a tunic. And you look up and up and up. Standing in front of you is what looks to be a Goliath male. That is around 12 feet in height. Just,
Hi there.
yeah, hi there, young friend. And he leans down towards you. And as he leans down, it's not that his head is bending towards you and his back. You know when you are going down to pick up something that you drop on the floor?
Yeah.
It's not like that. Instead of leaning down, he shrinks. You can see, you cannot perceive exactly how it happens, but you see him shrink. And shrink and shrink and shrink down to this normal human size. Around 6 feet. Still big, still hefty looking, but normal. Normal size. 6 feet tall. And he looks at you. So, what brings you to this fine establishment? How can I be of service? Oh, my apologies. How rude of me. My name. So I believe. You're looking for certain supplies, correct? Hello. Oh. Wi-Fi's down, so I'll be back once it's back. Am I back? Hello? Hello? Hello?
The
Hello? Hello?
elements
Yes,
of
I'm back.
water.
The
I'm back.
emerald elemental gem.
Yes, I'm back.
Oh, okay.
Anyone
Welcome.
hear me?
Finally.
Ah, thank you. Sorry, the Wi-Fi. Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyway, so where was I? Yes, he was about to introduce. Actually, where did I stop?
Mm-hmm.
Where did I stop? Do you remember? Because I
I
don't know
mean,
when.
I'm
Just
at
12
the
feet tall.
yeah
stuff.
the Goliath turned to human size.
Okay, so how rude of me. Let me introduce myself. My name is Thorendo. Thorendos of Lion. You can
Alright.
call me Thorendo, or you can just call me Thor if you really like it. Well, you can
Oh,
call.
okay.
Four.
You can also call me Tide Rider, which is my middle name.
Okay. Let
So,
me let me pour.
how may I be of service?
Well, I'm here to buy some rations for my next adventure, and maybe some other equipment.
Oh, of course. What are you looking for? Normal
Oh, like
rations, or do you want something a little bit more special?
yeah, sure, why not?
All right. So, let me give you something straight first. So, for normal rations, it would take you 7 days. You say?
Yeah,
7 days. That would be around 1 gold pieces.
1 gold.
Yes, and for the special ones, I can provide you for up to 30 days of ration at the price of 5 gold.
Well, that's great. Let me think of it later.
Of course.
Also, I would like some climbing tools for 3 persons.
Climbing tools for 3, of course. That would be, is a climber's kit adequate for each of you? 3 person, you
I'm
say?
yeah, 3 persons.
3 person. One climbing kit for per person. Um, that would cost you around. I would say 2 gold pieces.
Gold. That's great.
What else do you need?
And maybe some lanterns that
Lanterns.
that we
Well,
can reuse it.
lanterns. Interesting. Well, I don't really sell lanterns. Normally, people don't really need lanterns, but now, may I interest you with something a little bit more special, other
Okay.
than a lantern? So he pulls from under under his counter. He pulls out what looks to be a small orb of some sort. It's crystal clear, and in the middle you can see a familiar blue crystal. It's so he pulls it out and he says, "Rah!" And immediately the room is filled with a bright light. So he said, "This is called a globule of light. It is powered by uh, it is powered by an alchod crystal, and it is very useful. For each gram of alchod crystal infused with a first level spell slot, this thing can run around 2 weeks,
We
non-stop, non-stop at its maximum power. At its max, it can shed 120 feet bright light and 160 additional feet of dim light. It is max power. It is normal power. It is minimal power. It would shed 30 feet of bright light and 30 feet of dim light around you. And at its maximum power, if you choose to use all the crystal's power in one single use, it can dispel any magical darkness. But after that, you will need to reinsert another crystal of your own.
okay. So how much would it cost?
This little tiny globe, because of its rarity and its power to dispel magical darkness, will cost you 150 gold pieces.
That's attractive.
Attractive.
Yeah, it's
The
attractive to
amount
me.
of money. It's really attractive.
Well, something. When it's activated, would it float or I will still have to take it on my hand?
Now you see, and he lets go, and you can see the orb is actually in mid-air, fixed in place. You see there are quite a few things you can do with this orb. This globe of light is absolute price. It is absolute worth its price because of all the functionality. You can order it to stay in one place, and you can also order it to follow you just with one word. And he turns his focus to the Globio, and he say Ras, and he moves back towards back from the counter, and the globe just follows him at his walking pace. So no matter how he moves, he starts moving left and right, and it's always fixated in a place. So when he plays, so basically, this orb, using a command word as a bonus action, you can use a command word to order it to either follow you or to stay in place. And you can also use 3 different command words to adjust the brightness. So it can be a dim, minimum power, which is 30 feet by 30 feet, the medium power, which is 120 feet, and then 60 additional feet, and then maximum power, which is dispel magical darkness.
Spell magical down?
Yes, dispel magical darkness. So it would use up all the crystal charge, but it would dispel any kind of magical darkness, up to the level of spell slot used in the crystal.
Wow.
But uh, no matter how, what kind of spell slot you're using, if you decided to dispel magical darkness, it would use up all the energy within, and you have to recharge it.
Can I, as a druid,
Yes, any spell slot, no, not just wizard. Any spellcasters, if they have a spell slot, they can infuse magical power using a spell slot into Alcott Crystal.
I want it. Yeah.
150 gold pieces. Do you have that?
Hold it on. I will get you back in 5 minutes.
But of course, do you have anything to sell? We can trade.
Oh, sure. So, let me see. Hmm.
You have a gram of those.
Do keep in mind, you all, I believe each one of you have one piece of Alcott Crystal.
Yeah. And
It's up to
I,
you.
yeah. Yeah, let's trade.
How do you want to trade?
So you said the Alcott crystal, like
So,
this this out how
so
much in
okay,
1 gram again?
okay. So, for the Alcott Crystal, each gram of inert, so basically not infused in its
Yeah,
natural state with no power, each gram would cost 150 gold pieces.
150.
Yeah, 150 gold pieces
And
each
and
gram.
the Globular is 150 again?
150, yes.
150. And can I infuse it right now?
Um, yes, but the owner would see it.
The owner would say it. What owner?
The owner, Thorendo, you were inside
Okay.
his shop right now as we speak. I assume because you didn't say you were leaving or anything, so
Yeah,
I assume you're still in the store. So if you want to infuse it right now, he would see it.
it is okay, I guess.
It's up to you. You never know.
Yeah, let me do it.
You want to do it right now?
Yeah.
Okay, mind you, um, the property of Alcott Crystal, if it can be infused, but it must be a whole. So you cannot infuse the Alcott Crystal and then break it off so that you can sell it at a higher price. In fact, if you break off or break off a Alcott crystal that's been infused already, it would not only lose all its power, it would take it around 7 days to um, be activated again. It would be dead for 7 days, and you cannot infuse it again until a 7 day time period has passed. If you broke off a infused crystal. So if you want to infuse it right now, you will have to sell it, um, sell the whole thing. So you cannot break it off. You cannot infuse it and then break it off and then sell a part of it.
How about break it off and then infuse it?
Yes, of
I mean,
course. Yes, you can do it, but it would take time, and it would be a process that requires some rolls to be made.
Bro.
So it's up to you.
Okay, let me try it.
I mean, he's here. He will not go anywhere, and you have a room.
có mọi người đấy.
Poor White. I'm sorry. We're talking so many the technical stuff. I'm sorry, White. I'm really sorry. I promise. Combat will be coming soon. Not
Yeah.
maybe not today, but next week there will be combat. I'm so sorry.
So I think that's actually okay for me. So yeah, let me just how would I need to break the
It will
Alcatraz
require some
crystal?
rolls. It will require time around, depending on the roll. It would take you between 1 to 3 hours.
1 to 3
Yes, and then
with
just breaking.
modifier.
Yeah, that would be an intelligence modifier. Yes, intelligence modifier. And if you have proficiency in jeweler's kit, you can add your proficiency bonus in it with it.
Nope.
And then also, after you have broken it off, it would take you additional at least 2 hours to infuse. Actually, 1 hour.
least.
It would
Oh.
take you at least 1 hour to infuse the spell slot into the crystal, and actually it scales up. So for each spell level of the spell slot you're using, the time required will go up by 1 hour. So a maximum of 9 hours is required to if you want to infuse it with a 9th level spell. So it would be a long rest plus a short rest.
Cast spells.
Cast spells.
I would like the enhanced ability with false cunning.
All right. So tell me, what are you going to do here? Are you doing it inside his store?
Yes.
All right. So you try to break it up. So you tell him you have this. And he said, "Well, actually, why not this? I will break it up for you.
Oh.
And yeah, I will break it up for you. However, my apologies. This is a business. I'm running a business. I can't really allow you to infuse it, so that I'll have to pay extra in my own store."
All right.
So yeah, I don't know why I have hinted it quite a few times. Why don't you do it in your room? But so I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I have to ask you to leave.
Well, then I'm not going to infuse that then.
No,
That's
yes,
Okay.
I'm sorry, but your behavior is quite disgusting.
sorry.
Please leave the premise at once.
Okay.
So basically, you got kicked out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I see.
so.
I'm not running a business, so I don't know if that will happen.
Well, I mean, you're basically, just imagine this: you go to a supermarket and you are basically giving him, you're forging a piece of banknotes in front of the shopkeep.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean? So you're basically making gold worth more on the fly in front of him. So yeah, I don't think that works. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, during your stay, you are not welcome into General's supplies anymore.
Okay.
So unfortunately, and your two companions, luckily, are not with you at the moment, so they can do it for you, but you cannot enter the premise.
So we'll just go back to Carlos and ask White do it for me, can I?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I have to.
Anyway, so
Oof.
do you still want to break up the crystals and infuse them?
No, just break it up.
Just break it up. You don't want to infuse them.
It's cost too many times.
It's what?
It's costing too many times, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know what? I would say, actually, I would say if you're infusing the first level spell slot, it would not cost you extra time. It would cost you maybe a few minutes to do it, and
Isn't it?
then after that you would, because it feels weird to have one long rest and then an additional short rest to infuse the ninth level. So I would say it would take 8 hours, which is one long rest, to infuse a ninth level, and the first level spell would take you maybe a couple minutes.
Oh, minutes. Okay.
Yeah, that is stupid of me. I mean, I didn't think it
Mm-hmm.
through.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah,
Okay.
it'll take you around. If you roll high enough, it will take you maybe an hour or so to break up the crystal, and then it take you a couple of minutes to infuse them.
And still with the intelligence check.
Yes. So if you want to break it up, how many pieces? So I would say you have around 200. I believe yours is smallest, right?
Yeah.
So I would say you have around 150 grams of
Um.
Alcott crystal in your hand. So how do you
Okay.
want to break it up?
Break it
I would
into.
say to actually make a machine function or a alchemical trinket function properly, it would require at least 10 grams to work.
Yeah.
So
I would like maybe, yeah, 10 gram and left the 140. Yeah.
so you want to break off one 10-gram piece.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead, roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier for me, please.
And I would like to spell a cast some spell.
Of
Enhance
course.
ability.
Enhance ability, good.
Yeah. With the intelligence
Which is
advantage.
Fox's cunning.
Yeah. Advantage. So I am rolling a d20 plus 3 twice. I mean d20 twice and plus 3.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. The first one is 10. Second one is 5. So the 10 plus 3. So 13.
13. Um, yeah, I mean, it takes you around. It takes you quite a few tries. You be really careful. You were really careful with this. You know how delicate these things are now, and you know it costs a lot of money. However, in the process, you still manage to, you know, break off small pieces here and there. But however, at the end of an hour, you manage to break off or what is accurate enough to be a 10-gram Alcott crystal piece. And however, in the process, you lose extra 5 grams. So, mark down, you now have 1 Alcott crystal that is 135 grams. You have
Okay.
a piece of Alcott crystal that is 10 grams. And you have Alcott crystal dust or Alcott
No.
crystal powder worth 5 grams.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to infuse the 10 gram
All right,
with
easy enough. Easy
with
enough. You just
my, yeah, first level slot.
all right. So you put your hand over the crystal and then you focus, channeling the arcane energy. It's a weird feeling. It doesn't feel like I don't know if you have experienced it before, but have you ever put your hands onto a vacuum cleaner?
Vacuum cleaner
Yeah, have you ever put your hands at the entrance of the vacuum cleaner?
entrance. Yeah. Yeah, I did.
So basically, it's like that sucking sensation. Something is sucked out of you, and you can feel the energy pulls from your body and entering this crystal. And as it enters, this crystal, which normally has a very a long pulse every few seconds, it suddenly shines bright blue.
Oh.
and then there's bright light filling the entirety of the room, and then it slowly dims, and in your hand, the once blue crystal now turns into pure white, and it's no longer pulsing, but emitting constantly this dim light 5 feet around you. And you now,
Oh.
please mark, have a first level Alcott crystal worth that is 10 grams in weight.
Uh-huh. Holy
Holy shit, yeah, holy shit.
yeah.
You're holding 1,000, you're holding 2,000 gold pieces in your hand right now.
2,000.
Yes, 2,000 gold pieces. The price goes up, did I not mention that?
Yeah, I know, but do the shop owner can afford this?
What? Yeah, of course. He purchases inert ones and then he infuses them and then sells them.
I see. Okay.
Actually roll a history check for me, just a general
His
history check.
history track. Total of 13.
13. Yeah, easy enough. You recall, in the counter, if you look down at the counter, you remember seeing all sorts of Alcott crystal, big, small, shining all different kinds of light.
I mean, how big?
Oh,
As the biggest I can see.
with that, the biggest you can see is around what looks to be as big as the one White has, so a little bit bigger than a baseball. Around maybe
Mm-hmm.
250 grams worth.
Uh-huh. Okay. So yeah, White. White. Are you there? White?
Mm.
Yeah,
Ah.
I would like you to do me a favor.
Hmm?
Okay, so please help me uh yeah, sell this I mean this infused Ocas crystal to the general something like that. I
General
couldn't
supply.
remember.
General
Yeah,
supplies.
my brain. So sell this to the general supply and maybe buy some rations and climbing tools for 3 person and the that globule of light and
Mm.
pretend to not knowing a dragonborn called Aizen.
He doesn't
Yeah.
know. He doesn't know your name is Aizen. He knows you're a dragonborn.
Oh, don't pretend to not knowing a white dragonborn
Ah.
that just went into his store like 10 minutes before.
Ah.
Okay,
Wait, buy what?
but by what?
What do you want to buy?
Oh, yeah. Let me give you the list. So, huh? It the versions for 30 days. 30 days, which is fivefold, and the climbing kit, climbing kit for free and costing 2 gold, and the Globier. How do I spell that? G L
The
O
globule
B.
of light. Globeluge. Let's check if I spell it correctly because I have no idea.
I don't feel like that's correct. Globier.
Let's see. Hmm. Let's check. Globule of light. Oh, my iPad doesn't understand English. Great. Shit, I don't know how to spell globule.
go over here.
One moment. Oh, that's a lot of checking. Or maybe, if I'm lucky, listing spells. Dancing light. No. Just a globe of light would
Oh,
work.
globe. So GLOB.
Yeah, GLOBE.
And here is the list. I mean, the glow of light should be causing
Oh,
150 gold.
the climbing kit would be 15 silver in total.
50?
So 1.5 gold. So 15 silver.
I thought he said 2
Yeah,
gold.
that was my mistake.
Okay. Let me just do this. 1 gold and
Anything
15
else?
silver.
Anything else you want to do?
That should be all. Yeah.
Alright.
So, wait, please. Pretty please.
Oh, okay. And I go to the shop.
Okay.
And um,
Okay. What do you want to do?
I go to the shop.
Yes. What do you want?
I
So you experience the same thing. So hello, yes, hello, young man. What can I do for you?
I think I need a ration for 30 days.
All right.
And
Okay. 30 days
and
ratio. Ration, not ratio.
uh,
Rations.
ration and the climbing kit. 3 climbing kits. Yes.
3 climbing kit. Okay. What else do you need?
And a global of light.
Oh, a globe of light. Curious.
Ah,
Oh, okay then. So, that would be in total, 156 gold, 5 silver. Um, so, please pay up.
wait. Can I store? No. What? I sell the.
So, do you pull out the crystal? Do you pull out
Oh,
the Alcott crystal?
yes.
Take your
And
time. Take your time.
mm,
Yes.
uh, wait.
So, what do you want to do? Wait.
Uh,
What do you want to do? Just tell us what you want to do. You okay?
yes.
Right.
Mm.
What do you want to do? So you are standing there with the shopkeep. So he's asking for
No,
money.
I take out the
So you take out
the crystal
the alcohol crystal,
from yes
and what do you do with it?
uh, and ask him, can I sell it to
You?
which can
Can I sell it to you?
uh mm,
All right. So you need to practice. You really need to practice. Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
uh,
We're all here. We all know you. You all know us.
mm,
So yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. It takes time. So take your time next time. Okay. All right. So you pull out the golden golden crystal. Jesus. So you pull out the alcohol crystal, and Thorando is like, "Ooh, so alcohol crystal infused. I see. May I take a look?"
uh,
Okay. So you give him the crystal,
mm, mm,
right? So okay. So he takes it up and he writes his glasses. He does have glasses on, and you can see. Actually, roll a perception check for me, please. White.
mm.
All right, 13. Easy enough. You can see when he's looking at it with his glasses on, you can see a flash of blue just streak across his eyes. And as he cast identified on the crystal, and he nods a little. Yeah, first level, around 10 grand. I would say, yeah, fair enough. So unfortunately, you do have to realize that we are a business here and we do have to make a profit. So the best I can offer you with this 10 grams of first level infused alcohol crystal would be 1,800 gold pieces.
Ah,
So do you
uh,
accept? Do you accept?
mm, okay.
So you accept the offer?
Uh,
Alright,
yeah.
so you accept the offer. Great, so I would deduct the amount from it, and I'll give you the rest. So he hurries away. Get ready. It readies your items and ready the gold that he owes you. Which, by the way, please um, remove the infused crystal from your inventory. Um, Either if it's Eisen or if it's White, whoever did not remove it. And then please add White 1,643 gold pieces and 5 silver pieces into your inventory.
Oh, 1,000 what?
1,643 gold pieces and 5 silver pieces. I have it typed
Ah,
in chat. So 1,643 gold and 5 silver.
and
Yeah, and then please add um, 3 climbing kits, the globe of light, which you can. It is custom thing. I would send you Eisen the details later on, and uh, you have the globe of light. You have the climbing kit 3, and then you also have as he pulls out. From the back of his room, you can really tell what is inside the room. You can only the only thing you can tell is that there's a small door there that he can fit through, and he pulls out a bag, a small bag, about the size of the bag that you have seen, the size of my dice bag. So basically, and inside is 30 beans. Those beans are the size of a d20. So one bean is the size of a d20, and there's 30 in total. These beans will fill you entire day of nutrition needs. Take it. This is yours now. So that would be
Oh.
30 days of ration.
Mm.
However, it is in the form of bead of nourishment. So you can find it in D&D. You have now 30 beads, 30 beads of nourishment. So BEAD space OF space NOURISHMENT. So beads of nourishment. There's there's an E, not a W. So that you will have 30 of these in one bag. Okay, so add that into your inventory. Do you have anything else you want to purchase, White, in this premise? You can look around. It's up to you.
Mm. No.
All right. So that would be it.
Mm.
All right. So that would be it. You bid Thorendo farewell, and you exit the premise, and you return to your companions. And
How's it?
I take out the pen.
all right, you took out
I
everything.
can call me by. Yes.
All right. So you
And
took everything out.
and give back him the gold pieces.
All right.
Oh,
So
you can have 100 of them.
Okay. And thank you.
So I got 1,500 and
1,643 gold pieces and
so
5
300
silver. So you give him, you give White 100.
gold.
Okay, so you give White 100 gold. Mark that off. And White, you have extra 100 gold.
Mm.
All right. So anything else you want to do?
So the bits
The
we can
beads.
just beats. We can just build it into free version.
So 10 plus 10 each.
Yeah.
All right. So each of you now have 10 beads of nourishment.
Mm.
All right.
This thing is great.
So I would assume that Carlos, you are in your room designing whatever you want to design, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Okay. So, ooh, Aizen.
Yeah.
So as you are distributing items, as you are, partaking in the gold splitting and the item splitting, you suddenly feel a warm glow around your chest area, and it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter.
Or-
Almost a burning sensation, and you pull out what is always around your neck, a necklace, and at the end of the necklace is a small ring, and it's now glowing red hot. You can barely touch it, but it's not hurting you. It's sit against your skin, it doesn't leave any charred marks. You feel the pain, but it's not hurting you.
What is this?
And suddenly you hear in your mind, so there you are.
What?
And that is where we are going to end tonight's episode.
I don't even know I do rare a
Check your
necklace.
background. Check your background. You have in your personal item a ring that has been with you ever since you've been adopted. So go to your
Oh,
inventory. I believe in your other possessions,
okay.
you have a ring from when you were found by your parents.
Okay. Huh, a ring, huh?
So, well, this is a secret backstory of Aizen. I'm so excited. Ugh. Yes, this is the backstory that you don't know about that I wrote.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
It's-
Okay,
Uh-huh.
I told you. Your backstory, you know something, you don't know something. Hey,
Uh-huh.
that's the best part of it. So, that will be the end of today. It turns out to be a shopping episode. And congratulations, you are now millionaires, all of you.
Yeah.
Yay!
You're literally
Such an
millionaires.
accident.
Well, who would know the crystal is worthing this
I
much?
should take
I do.
more.
I do. I know.
No,
I should take more.
none of the three of us.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, that's the beauty of it, isn't it?
Huh.
That's the beauty of it, isn't it? I
I
love it.
should have taken more.
Well, you couldn't have. That's why.
And a bit of nourishment to just take up so many
I should have
lives.
take the big one.
Well, you couldn't. This
Yeah,
is too big.
that's the problem.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Yep.
So, yeah, congratulations. Another episode. Still uneventful, but towards the end, a
Hmm.
part of who Aizen is starting to reveal. Oh, I'm so excited. All
Well,
right.
I can feed a family until they dead.
You what?
I can feed a family until they die.
Yeah,
I mean
that's actually quite
with
true.
with 1,568 gold.
Yeah, that's actually quite true. You still have a million more in the form of Alka Crystal.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically you are unless you get
Maybe.
robbed, which is very likely,
I mean, I can just wild shape and everything string into myself.
and then you get killed.
Uh, if I get killed,
Well, you don't know. Maybe you will
yeah,
know next week,
then it's nothing, and I just make another character.
and you lose
I'm
everything.
as Aizen, but if I dead, I'm not Aizen anymore, so that's fine for me.
Oh, oh, good for you.
Okay.
Well, if I die, it's nothing anymore matter about if I lost anything, any money, anything else.
Now I'm glad. That means you have a better time when you need to redo your character.
What?
Well, you never
Uh,
know. I mean, I would try my best to keep you from dying,
okay,
but when time comes, time comes.
when time comes.
Yeah, you never know. Basically,
Well,
who knows? Maybe you'll die next episode.
probably not. I don't know.
You never know. That's the beauty
Yeah, I
of
don't
it.
know.
That's the beauty
Yep.
of it. I won't.
Conjure animals and summon egg wolves to fight for me.
That would be very late game.
Yeah.
That would be very, very late game.
I mean, I don't know, but Conjure's animals is just kind of broken.
I mean, it's not broken. It just remember you have to be below certain CR.
Yeah, it 8 bits of challenging rate, a challenge rating, 1/4,
Yeah.
and that's a wolf.
So yeah,
Yeah,
it's not very broken. I mean,
egg wolf.
yeah, higher level it does nothing, especially when you're against the spellcaster.
Well,
It takes him probably one turn.
uh-huh.
So
I don't know.
and remember those things conjure animals. Remember there's a spell called banishment.
Banishment?
Yeah,
I don't know that.
I believe you don't know banishment. Jesus, it's
Yeah.
like one of the most known spell besides counterspell and fireball.
Okay. Let's see.
Fireball.
Fireball. Banishment. Something. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a powerful spell, especially when it's against conjurings. When it's against conjurers, and you have enough banishment, you have enough spell slot left, and you just banish everything he summoned.
Oh.
That's a nightmare.
Huh.
Not that I've ever been in that position because I've never been a player.
but it how many targets? I mean, what if it
One target,
then one creature
one creature.
each turn? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is actually quite powerful,
I see.
especially against conjurers.
Well, that's not a skill that Druid can use.
Not something a druid can use,
Yeah.
but Abjuration, School of Abjuration wizard, definitely.
Hmm.
Any wizard actually, definitely.
Okay.
And Bard needs to know Counterspell. White. Yeah, I'm talking to White. Bard
Counter.
needs to know Counterspell. Oh wait, can you?
Oh,
You're not the school of. You're not the school of lore, right? You're a school of glamour.
uh-huh.
Oh, I don't think you have Counterspell. Ooh, that's bad. That would be bad.
Yeah, counterspell
Very useful.
is not for bard. Yeah,
No,
I think
yes. The College of Lore can utilize Counterspell, but
only that.
I believe that's the only one.
Yeah, and we have no other spellcaster.
Yeah, besides you. Oh,
Then
congratulations.
yeah, finally.
Let's hope that you can kill a spellcaster faster than they can kill you.
Hope
So
so.
yeah, I believe that will be the end. Anything else you want to add?
Hmm.
Anything that you want to express? Questions you would like to ask? Anything?
Yeah. We would
Hmm.
always welcome newcomers.
Yeah, we always welcome newcomers. If if you feel like that he, she, it, they could be a respectable player, respect others, and just
Okay.
tolerate a new
Find new
DM.
players.
Yeah, so any newcomers are welcome, and anyone is welcome to sit. So they can sit down, they can enjoy what we say, what we play, if they
If
want
they
to.
enjoy,
Yeah, enjoy. I don't know. I feel like this episode is boring. I
mm,
mean,
it's
you know
okay for
something,
me.
you know something new. That's a plus. That's always a plus. But to me, it feels like would it be? I mean, I don't know. Is it a little bit lacking action? I mean, that's the second episode that we haven't got into any combat, serious combat. Is it boring for
I'm
you?
okay.
I'm not
I
sure.
mean, I'm fighting in another situation.
I mean,
I'm
yeah.
fighting with a businessman,
Find with
War on
businessman. Oh
and
war on
I'm
God.
and I
business.
have absolutely no knowledge about business.
Well, I mean, seriously, that was stupid. That is like forging. It's not like forging. It's like saying that you are the owner of a banknote printing company, and then you just print a banknote in front of him. I mean, if I were him, which I am, I would not let that happen. I would like, no, get the fuck out.
I'm sorry,
Yeah, I mean, I hinted at you quite a few times. Why don't you do this somewhere else? Come
because
back later.
I have no idea what that would happen.
I mean,
I haven't thought of that.
yeah, I can tell. Anyways,
Yeah.
so yeah, I would say I'm sorry, White. Is it a little bit too boring for you? I'm sorry. I don't think you get a lot of involvement. I try, but yeah,
Uh,
yeah, be a little bit more active. Just ask questions if you want to. I mean, it's always up to you, but as a DM, I have to remind you that this game is a co-op game. So I really do hope everyone gets to participate in whatever fantasy they have.
Okay.
All right, not you,
mm,
Carlos. Get the hell out of here. So yeah, I wish you to play a happy game. So if you have any questions, any doubts, um, you can always find me. Okay, Jade.
uh,
Okay.
Yeah, sure. I hope you have a happy life over there. I believe you're starting to settle in, so getting used to things. Are you?
mm,
That's a no. If you need to think about it, that's a no. But yeah, I hope you get well soon, and I would call it the end here. Any other questions?
Okay.
If not,
Huh.
let's see. Next week, we will pause for 1 week next week, so we will resume on the 17th.
17.
What happens on next week?
My mother's birthday.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, no, I will not be here.
Okay.
Anyways, so
Understandable.
yeah, we will back July 17th, Saturday,
Uh-huh.
21:30 or 14:30, depending on your time zone. And I wish you
Okay.
all a happy weekend. And yeah, I'll see you later.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
always
Mm.
happy weekend.
What?
I'm always having happy weekend.
Yeah, all right. So I will see you maybe if you're lucky. If I am lucky, not you are. If you're lucky, I am lucky. We will play some Siege together or some other games together. All right.
See you.
All right. See ya.